WIOD.
This is the real Barbara Carpetman.
Okay, now I wanted to give Barbara a chance to, kind of clean, to get it in without any problems. Okay, 10:38 at WIOD. Our next caller is in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
It's about time you come out of your shell and talk about your ratings. For crying out loud, I've been listening to you for years, and you never talk about your ratings.
Well, it's the first time for everything, sir.
I mean, it's about time, Neil. You've got to get over that shyness.
I know.
I mean,
I'm
after
working
all,
on
I've been listening 10 years, Neil, and this was the first time you ever bragged about your ratings.
That's correct. You're right.
For the love of Pete, let's hear more about it. What are you, you a producer to that show, I've Got a Secret?
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, just to calm you down, sir, we're going to do an entire 4 hours on it tomorrow, okay? Boy, what a maniac, huh?
Yeah.
Lee, if you just talk a little more softly and carry a big number.
Looks like
See, that's the problem. Lee never
Yeah.
learned that lesson. Speak softly and carry a big number.
I see.
All right, we do have an open line in Broward where that maniac just hung up.
Lee
At
Senior.
524 WIOD. Lee Senior, yeah. Well, it's nice getting those calls from Winmore once in a while, though, you know?
Sure.
Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Yeah, I'd like to know what rock in Hollandale he crawled out from under.
Probably Sonny Rosenberg's uncle.
God, I couldn't believe it. That guy was wild.
Yeah,
that was
believe it.
unbelievable. You
All right,
think he was real?
Don't get carried away now, sir. It wasn't that good.
Sir. I won't, sir. This is my only day off, so it's like the only time I get to ever speak with you. And I thought I'd give you a call. And I'm not trying to be a chronic.
That's okay.
Don't want to be a chronic.
Okay.
But I want you to know I'm a supporter.
Great.
And I am a converted AM.
Are you an athletic supporter also, sir?
Yes.
That's good.
Great.
Because we need all the Dolphins we can get. We had like over 11,000 empty seats last night, and obviously with good cause.
Yeah, well, I mean, one day I'm going to go down to Robbie Stadium, but I don't know if it's going to be for a Dolphin game. The way they're playing this year.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Moving right along. Okay, one thing is, does the trends actually say anything about days, or is it just as it goes by?
Yeah, it says like Monday between 10:07 and 10:08. Of course it doesn't say by day.
I don't know, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, sir.
Because I'd like to know, how Gonzer's crosstalk does.
Oh, on
well,
Sunday?
we have that.
No, they don't. It doesn't go that low. Nothing under a .1 makes it in the list.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could possibly persuade Neil to play like Jet Boy, Jet Girl, I'd like you to do your.
I just got through
WRMF
playing part of it a
intro.
minute ago, sir. I just got through playing about a minute of it a little while ago.
This is the only day I can tape it.
Oh, you want the whole thing?
Yeah, and I'd like Glenn to do his WRMF intro. Because I love how he does that. I tease that station because I play it at my work. And I have to, listen to it. And you guys are so right.
Yeah.
They step all over it.
I know.
So I'd like to, tape it and then take it to work.
You want a lot, don't you?
Well,
if I were you, I wouldn't take it to work. I would leave it home if I were you, if you know what I mean.
Well, my boss...
You know what I'm trying to say, sir? What?
My boss is a douchebag.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of funny.
Now, you're promising us this is your only day off of the week, right? So it's only
yes,
Tuesday
sir, I won't
we need
bother
to...
you for the rest of the week. And one other
Great.
question.
Thank God. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll leave you alone.
Okay. Please.
If Butch Beer was pulled from GTR, how come they're letting you play it in, the same building?
Because I'm a hell of a lot more butch than those guys, okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
And we'll try later for Jet Boy, Jet Girl. I can't promise anything. It depends on how long these breaks are, okay?
If there's anything, song-wise or anything you got to play, Glenn, please, do the RMF intro.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Oh, God, now we got another whole 7 days before we have to hear from him again. Now, he means well. He just needs to butch up a little bit. 10:42 at WIOD, Miami. Hello.
Yeah, Neil?
Yeah.
How are you?
Great.
I just wanted to ask you a question about that.
About what?
One station that no one has any competition with is KIS FM.
Yeah.
What do they do in the morning?
Well, in the morning? KIS in the morning.
KIS in the morning.
Sounds like something we couldn't say up till a short time ago.
Sure does.
Let's see. WKIS, they went from a 2.8 down to a 2.6. They tie for a 15th.
Wow.
Which is, not so great.
Well,
not so good, not so great.
They're all right.
And then you add QAM, which they also, they own the same owners own both stations.
Right.
And QAM in the morning had a something, but I don't see it anywhere. Wow. Can you believe that? It's not even, they didn't even make it.
Man.
Is that possible?
That's incredible.
I don't see it. I really don't. They didn't even make it, so in other words, they had less than a .7.
They don't even put it in.
No.
God.
I always thought that, on the football games when they black them out,
Yeah.
it's only like a 70-mile radius that they
Yeah.
black it out. I drove all the way to Fort Myers last night.
Oh, what a smart move that was, boy. It must have been a real fun trip back.
They blacked it out all the way over there, too.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Fort
So why
Myers?
didn't you drive to Orlando?
Well,
Or
it
Fort
took me
Pierce?
2 hours to
Man,
drive.
they got a great bar up there in Fort Pierce. You could have had a hell of a time, man. The all drive-in.
Boy, there's some big old mosquitoes up there, too.
Yeah. That's right next to the Roach Motel, by the way.
They were
Boy,
big.
what a night you had.
Yeah, you evidently had a great night. Did you enjoy that performance?
Oh, man, I ended up having to listen. Well, I was going to listen to... I put the TV on the hood.
And don't you know you're supposed to stay here because it was blacked out and Rick and Hank had it here on WIOD? Don't you know that? We mentioned that at least 100 times yesterday on this station. You're supposed to stay here and listen to it.
Yeah, well, I listened to them on the radio. And for the play-by-play for the radio, for the TV, because I couldn't hear the TV.
Great.
But then, then they said that it wasn't going to be on. So
Now, wait a minute. Now, you said you put the TV on the hood of your car?
Yeah, and sat inside the car.
Yeah.
With,
What a night this
the
guy
sandwiches
had.
and the generator kicking.
And he
Now,
got
this was
he
at
got a
rest stop
rerun
on the
of
way.
different strokes.
I was at a rest stop on the side of the road.
So what did you do while you were there? Just listen to it on the radio, huh, in Fort
I
Myers.
ended up driving home listening to it.
Excellent. Boy, that was good.
It was fun. It was an interesting night.
Yeah, this could be probably the dumbest Dolph fan of all time. That's great. You realize that you're in a special class, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
Well, that was good. I'm proud of you, and I hope that you didn't take it personally, right?
No.
I mean, when they get beat bad, you don't have to feel bad.
I fell asleep.
That's it. At the wheel, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen, have a great day, and we'll tell Rick and Hank you said so.
All right.
Bye-bye. Can you imagine Weaver today, boy? He must be foaming at the mouth.
Oh, God.
Must be apoplectic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just, some of these games aren't even in them. You know what I'm saying? Like last night, it was just desperate, horrendous.
Wow.
It wasn't one of those that was like touch and go and they made some stupid mistake and blew it. They just got blown out.
Wow.
But we don't want to dwell on that at all. You know what I'm saying? We don't even want to mention it. In Dade County, there's an open line, 751-WIOD. Anything you want. You don't have to be talking about the ratings. If you want to call in and bitch about Paul Harvey not being on, we especially welcome... No, seriously, what I'd like to hear from, and I know this is asking a lot, are the WIOD listeners who didn't listen to our show before. Okay? And we've had a few of those during the first 6 days of the show. And today is number 7, and we are counting, yes.
And it's incredible. We keep running into people that have never heard you, ever, in their whole life. It's astounding.
And thank God for that.
Wow.
Okay, 10:45. I have a little indigestion because we're not having any lunch today. We want to be on our best behavior. I had breakfast at Burger King, okay?
Wow.
I had 2 bacon and cheese croissants.
Boy, you really know how to live.
And my iced tea, which I'm still sipping on the iced tea here. And I think the iced tea is what's giving me this terminal heartburn. And so we have no food in here today. We want to pacify everybody because Mike Disney came back yesterday, and we want to at least one day give the appearance that we're trying desperately to keep the food out. We're not, but we want to make it look good, okay? Because our lunch on this show is probably the most important part of the show, and if he doesn't know that yet, that's his problem, okay? He'll learn it. He'll learn it the tough way. And where he made the big mistake, he said, well, let's keep that food out of there, although I'll tell you what, I'll leave it up to Mitch. We'll let Mitch Ween have the final word. He's our chief engineer, and after all the nice things I've said about Mitch since we've been here, he couldn't possibly come in here and say, keep the food out. You know, he just isn't that kind of guy.
What's interesting to me is Bill didn't seem the least bit concerned about it all last
Until
week.
Mike came back yesterday. When Disney came
now
back,
he's
man,
like jumping through
Wise
hoops.
became a madman. He was in here grabbing a pizza box and licking the table off. He went nuts yesterday.
He did.
Coral Gables, hello. Yeah.
Mr. Rogers.
Yes, sir.
A few years ago, you played a record called Decrepitating Contest on another station.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Well, as a matter of fact, I may be a psychic of some kind.
Yeah.
Because just yesterday, a friend of mine who I gave a tape of that to, a virgin clean cassette,
You're kidding.
mentioned to me that he still got it and he's going to give it to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it by Bill Wise, so to speak.
Yeah.
Let him listen to it. And if he says it's okay, we'll play it in a few days.
I wonder where I could buy that record.
Well, you can buy it from Betty's Rare Records in Louisville, Kentucky. I don't have the number handy right here, but when we play it, we'll dig up the number for Betty or the address, and we'll give it on the air. Because what happened is when we played it before, we had a run on people. If again, you pardon the expression, we had a run on people who wanted copies of it. And so we got the address, and she had tons of orders for it.
Yeah, but I believe if you call Louisville Information,
Betty's Rare Records,
they can give you the number. I think that's how we got it.
Yeah,
originally.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah. And she's a great lady.
Yeah, I heard that record many, many years ago. As a matter of fact, I think I caught your show when I was in Battle Creek, 1,000 years ago, you know.
No.
And I enjoyed it very much, and I still enjoy your show.
You mean when I was in Kalamazoo?
Yeah.
Are you serial?
I'm serious, yeah.
Boy, you must be my oldest listener. I don't mean oldest in terms of age.
I understand, yeah.
You know
but
what
I was stationed over there in Battle
that's
Creek.
possible, too. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much. I enjoy your show very much.
Okay, don't eat too much of that cereal now.
Okay, I won't.
Okay, see
I'll
you
eat
later.
cabbage from
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Cabbage. Wow.
Yeah, there's a big story behind that Kellogg's breakfast cereal.
Is there?
Yeah. There really is, which I'm not going to go into today.
I don't need
But
it.
the original invention by Kellogg was to stop people from doing certain things, which we won't discuss today.
Right.
No, seriously, I'm not making that up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been eating an awful lot of cereal lately and you feel sexless, there's probably a pretty good reason for it. Okay, let's take a call from Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How's it going?
It's going.
I was just curious. What did Gloves do?
Gloves 94. Let's see, 12 plus, they went from a 2.9 to a 3, so they were kind of flat.
Yeah.
And in the morning, Greg and Donald in 12 plus, let's see if we can find the page. They went from a 3.2 to a 3.1. And in 25 to 54, they went from a 5.1, I think, to a 4.4, did I say? Yeah. 4.4.
Sounds like they're floundering, doesn't it?
Oh,
yes,
come on
I think
now. They're not floundering.
floundering.
No, come on. They're trying to kiss and make up with us now. They love us and all of that.
Oh, have they called already?
Well, they haven't called, but
They will.
they've extended the fig leaf of friendship or something.
Right, now that you're not on there.
Yeah.
When do the next trends come out? I'm curious to see what's going to happen to Zeta from 10 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
From 10 to 2? Or you mean 6 to 10?
Well, even 4, 6 to 10, too, I tell you. I think, Dave's got a hard job over there right now.
Yeah, he's got his hands
It
full.
doesn't sound like him and John really get along that great. Maybe they do, but...
I think they're just having a little fun.
Oh, yeah?
While it lasts.
You do that? Yeah, really. That's what they keep talking. It sounds like the Breakfast Club revisited.
Temporary.
Yeah, like, today was like, ground zero or whatever. I think, they're waiting any moment to be canned.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Well, it sounds like it, the way they're talking, and they were so depressed today. I felt like saying, hey, come on, guys.
Yeah, cheer up a little bit. It's only a job.
Really?
Okay, well, listen, we'll check it out for you.
Okay.
It'll be about
your show, and I'll be a loyal WIOD listener.
Excellent.
The big rating you and I want to see will be in about a month.
Yeah, okay. Well, there won't be any other station on, even on FM.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye. 10:50, 10 till 11 at WIOD. 10:55. No wonder Herman and McBean have been so cooperative with us. We beat their butts. Seriously, 12 plus. We had a 5.5. They had a 2.6.
Wow. More than double.
So they're just delighted that we're over here, man. This is probably, in fact, I'm going to go in today. We ought to, ask for double what we're getting. 50% from the AM and 50% from the FM.
Yeah, we're out of their way.
You know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, Homestead, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Hi.
I am a first-time WIOD listener.
Great.
I'd never even heard of Mike Ranieri before I tuned in.
Well, your life is going to change now, let me tell you.
Let me know how Patty Murray did.
Patty Murray, who's just a delightful young lady who's got to stop being so sensitive about me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Patty is on when?
Afternoons.
10 to 2?
Well, what do you mean afternoon?
No, 2 to 6. 2 to 7.
Okay, well, just relax, okay? I don't mean you, ma'am. I mean the bird over here is getting hysterical.
I'm not either. I just couldn't believe she said 10 to 2.
Oh, just relax. Give me a chance to find it here, will you? She did, 4.5 to a 2.7. I guess the whole station had one of those statistical things.
Mm-hmm. Glitch.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
How does that compare?
Huh?
How does that compare?
To what?
To the other FM market.
Well, it's down. What can I say? Let's see, 3 to 7, 18 to 34. I'll find a good demo for Patty if it kills me. Now look at this. She had an 8 in 25 and 18 to 34. Of course, that's down from a 12.4, but nothing is perfect.
An 8's good.
8 is a gigantic number.
Yeah. And
still beating the daylights out of just about everybody.
Yeah.
And 25 to 54 from 3 to 7. GTR had a 5.7 to a 2.9. Like I said, it just wasn't a good month. You know what I'm saying, for them over there next door?
But remember, these are only trends.
Yeah, it's just 1 month.
These aren't the book. Okay.
Let me get
That's a
your
good
zip code there so I can send you a check for the Camilla's house.
Oh, great. It's just WIOD, Miami, 33141.
Okay.
And be sure and put my name on it, okay?
Great.
I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Thank you. And by the way, the rest of you freeloaders out there haven't got your checks in the mail, and I was wrong. We actually had 3 checks, which is still embarrassing yesterday. $30 and 25 that Janet Cowan left us. $55. That's pathetic.
Oh, it's
we used to do that in the first 2 envelopes at Zeta, and that was a station with a marginal audience. Okay, so get those checks in the mail for Camilla's house and do something worthwhile and something positive at this time of the year. Whether if you can only afford $5 or $10, we understand that. If you're one of the big shooters, can afford 50 or 100, it's all tax deductible. And to make it out to Camilla's house and send it to Neil Rogers, WIOD, Miami 33141. And let's start getting the show on the road with that. Okay. Another mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Neely, it's LC in Miami. How you doing, bud?
How you doing, pal?
I got to tell you something that happened to me on Friday night. It was great. I was having dinner at this little eatery in West Kendall.
Yeah.
I won't mention the name. There was a bunch of AKs sitting at a table near us. We were having a little birthday party for my little 2.5-year-old daughter, and one of them said something to my wife about coming over to the party that we're having at our house after we're having a little birthday.
Oh, great! Yeah.
So I said,
sure.
you guys wouldn't want to come. And they say, well, why not? I said, well, Uncle Neil is going to be there. She said, who? I said, Neil Rogers. She goes, oh, no. and then the waitress comes up to me and says, you know Uncle Neil? I says, yeah, I'm Stan Major. I'm a very good friend. She goes, you're not Stan Major. I says, yes, I am. She says, no, you're not. I says, how do you know I'm not? She goes, I'm, was it Tom Jicka?
Yeah.
Tom Jicka's wife.
Oh, Tom's wife, yeah.
Yeah, she was our waitress.
I'll be damned.
A lovely gal.
Yeah, that'll teach you to try to go around being an impersonator, you know what I'm saying?
What could I say? I smoke cigars like Uncle Stan. I used to bring them to him every now and then.
Well, I'm not coming to your house either then, okay?
Well, I won't light them up.
All right.
We could look at them. They're real big.
Well, it goes to show you that I perform another pubic service in this town. All you got to do is scare away the old prunes, is mention my name, and they scatter like fruit flies.
It was incredible. By the way, how was your dinner at the depot the other night?
Dinner was great.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was excellent, and Steve and Tom and the bird and I, we all had a great time.
Did the bird like the bird seeds they serve?
Sensational. They even gave him a little cuddle bone.
I like the little trains that ran underneath your plates.
Isn't that great?
He's the only guy I ever saw reaching in trying to pick people out of him. It was great. Listen, have a great day and say hi to Mrs. Tom for me.
Will do.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, this has been a great first hour, man.
Hello, I'm Sal.
And I'm Harry.
Here to tell you about a special place.
Just a short little drive. From New York is the Poconos.
Let's go.
That's where I wanna go to get away from it all.
Where was that?
In the Poconos. Eat your filter fish.
I love that stuff.
Play shuffleboard if you wish.
I got a 9.
Go for Saturday brunch. Or pile the food on top of your dish.
I hope it's kosher.
In the Poconos, Sky Top and Buck Hill, Camelback and Bush Hill, Mount Airy and Shawnee.
There's even Mickey Rooney.
I know. Split Rock and Cresco, Aubrey, let's go poking in the Poconos. We'll have some lunch and then we'll see a show. With Tony Orlando in the Poconos. Get a hot shake time.
You pour the champagne.
Sit by the pool and act like a schlub.
Let's get the chicks.
You can meet a nice girl over by the exercise club.
Hey, cutie over here.
In the Poconos, Sky Top and Buck Hill, Camelback and Bush Hill, Mount Airy and Shawnee.
Don't forget Mickey Rooney.
Split Rock and Cresco, Hooey, let's go poking in the Poconos. We'll have some lunch and then we'll see a show with Tony Orlando. In the Poconos.
Let's go. Did you forget your teeth this time?
I got my teeth in a little bag with the water in there, but
Okay, and by the way, they're having a 2-for-1 special on Polydent at Sadie's Buffet today, so check that out. It's 11:07 at WIOD, the Neil Rogers Show, hour number 2 on a Tuesday. And, man, I'm telling you, the show is flying by, so you better catch it.
Okay.
Better grab it.
All right.
While you can.
I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you get your sandwich all arranged?
Yes.
And we certainly want to thank the entire staff at WIOD and GTR for relieving 2 sodas
Wow.
In the refrigerator. Can you believe that?
Unusual for a radio
Because remember,
station.
Flores came yesterday with food and a bag of sodas, and they
Right.
left 2 sodas in the machine, and I'm proud of them, man.
Incredible.
I'm really excited. Okay, it's 11:07, and let's go back to the calls. And, boy, they're strange here today. We have one open line in Broward. No, they are, because they hang up before the news, and then they come back by themselves, which is a miracle. In Broward, 524 WIOD. We'll go to Boca. Hello.
Oh, Neil. Hi, Glenn.
Hi.
Hi. I've got a question about the ratings, but I have a suggestion. I'm sorry. For you, I think shortly before you left Zeta, you had a call, not the struggling lady, but you had a call from a lady that the whole way through was just hilarious. She was quite on top of what she wanted to say, which was totally irrelevant to anything. But Dave was giggling in the background. Everybody was having a good time. Do you have that, or do you remember it was a recorded call?
Can you give us... It was
no, I
recorded.
don't have it.
Oh, okay. I have a mildly dissenting vote for IOD, or being on IOD. I liked it better when you were on Zeta. I liked your material, or I like the way you're able to handle yourself now on IOD better. But on Zeta, it allowed me to listen to LRN at 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have to punch the buttons. The question I have is, do they list LRN's ratings on there?
Sure.
Where would they stand?
Well, I don't think they would stand. I think they might fall down.
Yeah, they probably would.
Do they show up in here?
I
guess they don't show up.
I don't think they do list.
They don't
them.
show up.
They're public radio.
Yeah.
They don't show them?
I don't
I'm
think
thinking
so.
of TMI. I'm thinking of another Sood station. Okay, TMI. No, WLRN isn't listed because it's not a commercial station, and obviously they don't sell advertising.
Because they always talk, when they had their pledge weeks and stuff, they talk about their high ratings and stuff.
High ratings in what?
I have no idea.
Well, it's just like Channel 2. They don't rate Channel 2, do they?
No.
No.
Public radio, public TV.
Well, anyway, welcome to IOD. It's been a pleasure the last couple of years I've listened to you, and I'll continue.
Thank you, sir. You're a wonderful American, and we appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye. Good day. 11:09 at WIOD. I gotta find time. Don't let me forget to read the letter from Harvey from Kendall.
Yes.
And then there were a couple of other interesting things. The mail is starting to pick up, I will confess. And look at this. Here's a postcard, Johnny Depp, and it was sent to us from an advertising agency in Pembroke Pines. And Johnny says, hey, I just wanted to make sure you had our new forwarding address.
Mm-hmm.
We've settled in, and we really like our new dig, so drop by Sunday nights at 7, Johnny Depp.
I'll be damned.
And for those who are uninitiated, Johnny was on our show on Zeta for 3.5 hours on a, what was it, Tuesday morning? Whatever the hell it was. Monday morning?
Monday, Tuesday morning. I don't know. He was down. I see the Inquirer that he and Jennifer,
he's a great guy.
He and Jennifer Gray moved in together.
Have they really?
Yeah, Jennifer Gray.
I won't hold it against her, okay? And then here's the thing to Neil and Glenn. Welcome back to AM Boys. Love and Lust, Bianca. Look at that.
I like that.
See, we're starting now to get some of the material that we used to get when we were on AM at WINZ. By the way, did we do a sufficient number on WINZ? Did we really go over them, 25 to 54, for example? Huh?
You love this, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do, because they deserve every bit of it. Okay, in the morning, 2-1 to a 2-3. They actually went up. See, one thing we don't do is we don't make them up. We don't lie about them. And I know some of the people at GT are going to be foaming at the mouth about us because they had a little downtrend, but
it's a trend.
We just give them, we just give them as they are, and we can't lie about them. I'm sorry. Okay? Or we can't say, oh, well, gee, we don't have that one. It just doesn't sell. Who am I looking for? WINZ? Oh, man, midday, 25 to 54, a 1.
Woo!
As in this one, okay? This one in midday, 3 to 7. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can find it. Wouldn't it be something if Zeta beat them? They did.
Oh!
From a 1-7 to a 1-8.
Wow.
And from 7 to midnight, again, this is 25 to 54 WINZ, the all-snooze station. Oh, man, do they deserve this? This is TalkNet. 2-1 to a 2-3, 17th in the market. So they're not exactly doing it, They got geriatric demographics on the AM and invisible demographics on the FM, but at least they're consistent, right?
Well, isn't the rule of thumb now is when Zeta beats you, you're in trouble.
You're in big trouble, yeah. When Zeta beats you, it's time to turn loose the Chinese gong music, okay? 12 minutes past 11 at WIOD. We're going to get to the calls in just a second. For just a second there, I thought even Palm Beach was lit up, but they weren't, were they?
You're so nice.
Have they ever been lit up? No. They have? But they don't hang on. And Lee has got to get ready for his show. 655 W. See, Harvey, you're so confused, baby. You're under so much pressure, you don't even know your name anymore. It was always Harvey from Kendall.
Always.
Now it's Harvey of Kendall. And now that we're back on AM, wouldn't you know, we get a letter from Harvey of Kendall who writes to Neil Nelson Befelder. He can't get my last name right. Rogers. You know, these people out there think that's a dig when they use my real name, you know, like Milton Berle changed his name, and Jack Benny. And almost everybody in show business who had a very difficult real name changed their name, but somehow they find that by writing to Nelson that it's just like a wound, you know, to the heart, like I really could care. And here he writes, Neil, in parentheses, Nelson. By way of your chronic groupie hangers-on who have nothing to do when you switch stations but harass me at my business, I heard you moved. He heard we moved. He heard it through the grapevine, okay, Harvey of Kendall. I guess I missed the local blurbs as I was out of town on business when the news came out. I guess I'll have to continue to hear from you in this surreptitious manner as I haven't heard your show for almost a year.
Frozen dial.
Yeah. Do you still do the sweet and low shtick? How is working with Mr. Sincerity? Well, I'm looking forward to your next career move as the X-rated messages your groupies leave are a real grin. Perhaps Kane could tape them all and send them to George Carlin or the FCC. Break a leg, literally. Love you, Harvey of Kendall. And then he writes as a postscript,
here we go.
If the bird is still hanging on to your coattails, give him my best. Cackle, cackle, Glenda.
That Harvey. Oh, what a sense of humor.
Harvey, I knew you wouldn't let us down, okay, baby? And I know you're listening right now in spite of all your protestations. Mr. Frozen Dial.
Yeah, never listened on FM.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's too stupid to find it.
That's right.
And, of course, the one fan that he was able to find in town, the big fan, was Howard Kleinberg over there at the Miami News.
Right.
And look what it did for them. April Wortham is standing by now with a WIOD. Rub it in their nose. Well, no, we should. I mean, to be able to go up like that under those conditions in the last month, I hope that the upper-level management over there at Zeta just takes all these numbers and sticks them in their ear, okay? Or wherever they fit. 22 till noon at WIOD, and we have a thing here, a cassette from J America, and it's called I Won't Miss a Day-O, which this ought to be good.
Sounds promising.
Next hour, I'll give it to you during the news, and we'll play it next hour. Okay?
Hey, Neil, Glenn.
Yeah.
Welcome to WIOD.
Thank you so much, sir.
Listen, wouldn't that station really round out pretty good if they had somebody like Debbie Ellis in there? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, it would round out. the whole building would round out if they had Debbie Ellis.
Good play on words there.
Yeah.
Maybe if they cut out a little bit of Mandich and Zagacki at night and kind of slipped her in there for a couple hours.
Slipped her in there, yeah.
I think it'd work out real well.
Well, I'll tell Lee Fowler you said so, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Because he's probably the world's #1 Debbie Ellis fan.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, that's the only time I'll ever listen to Alice over there. And anyway, is when she gets on there with him.
What is it? You get off on her voice or something?
I don't know. She,
Have you seen those
tons of fun.
No, I
haven't
haven't
seen those TV commercials of her?
No, I haven't seen her.
Well, they conceal it very well.
Well, she comes across pretty good on the radio, though.
That's true.
Good sense of humor, and she does some pretty good topical stuff.
Yeah. Well, everything is relative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when Steve has got, what's his name on there? Yeah, you know.
Oh, what did I do with that? I got Steve's schedule for the rest of the month. You're just going to go nuts. You're going to freak out. I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
As soon as we say goodbye, I'm going to read it to you, and you're going to pass out.
All right. I just want to wish you guys best of luck.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and say hi to Debbie.
Yeah, okay.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, bye.
Speaking of topics...
Now, we do have an open line in Boca where we just hung up. 278 WIOD. I'm not going to give the Palm Beach line. That's a waste of time.
Yeah.
No, Steve has got some pretty amazing shows on. I did not hear. I wonder why I didn't hear it yesterday. He had Judy. She had not shown up.
That's right.
I wonder why that is. She
Yeah.
came late because I was in the building, do you think? Anyway, Steve has open phones today, which is good. I wish he had more open phones.
Me
I'm
too.
not going to interfere in Steve's show, and I don't want people calling in. He's trying to run your show. I have nothing to do with that, but I think that these guests. See, remember when I came to that conclusion about 2 years ago, year and a half?
Absolutely.
And I decided that when you have a guest on, no matter who it is, you immediately turn off a certain percentage of your potential audience. For example, when you do baseball cards, and I'm not saying that to pick on Steve, but no, seriously, stop and think about it for a minute. How many people are interested in that?
Not me.
Maybe 5%, 3% of the whole audience? And of that 3%, how many of them are going to be listening on that particular day? So you really do, with these topics and these guests, blow out a lot of people. But be that as it may, Steve has open phones today. Tomorrow he's got the official English post-mortem on the English language referendum. Mark Laporta and Bob Boyer.
No, not again. Are you serious, Mark Laporta?
Yeah, for the 8 millionth time, that Mark Laporta. And like I said the other day, I believe English is the language of this country, and we shouldn't have to keep wasting time arguing about it. But people that want to carry it to a fanatical degree, man, these people I think are really, off the wall. That's the nicest thing I can say. Speaking of off the wall, Thursday on the Kane Show, upcoming movies with.
Uh-oh.
Now try to control yourself with Roger Hurlberg of the Sun Sentinel, Joe Adler, film producer, and Jack 30 of the Weekly News. Now, you're going to break that mic, okay? These very expensive Electro-Voice mics.
I passed out.
Just try to control yourself. And next Monday, the 21st, anti-gay minister Roy Masters, another contrived debate with Bob Kunst, gay activist.
What?
Bob will be making his 92nd appearance this month on the Kane Show next Monday. And then Tuesday, now this is the show that we've all been waiting for, Spike and Mike. Talk about how they run this ship. That's Bill Wise and Mike Disney.
Okay.
It says 2 to 3, maybe longer.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Disney, why did you take off Paul Harvey? We miss him so much for that foul-mouthed douchebag. We loved Alan Burke.
Yeah, now don't pick on the Dean. Will you cut that out? God almighty. Just because the whole rest of the station went up and he went down, there's no reason to pick on the Dean. The Dean is a friend of WIOD. Just remember those words, okay? Words to live by. Okay, we have a dinner invitation on 7, which we'll dispense with now. Hello.
Yes, Neil.
Yeah.
I represent one of the restaurants that you have on the pasta cook-off on that other station.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
I wouldn't want to mention the name. I don't want the plug. I just like to invite you to dinner.
Well, how do I come to dinner if I don't know what restaurant?
Well, I do it off the air for you.
Do I just guess?
I'll do it off the air so you don't have to have all the people come in and sit there and annoy you.
You'll do it off the air.
Yeah. I don't want the plug. I just want you to come in and have a meal.
Really?
Really.
Now, did I say good things about your pasta?
You said good things about all the pastas, and I'd just like you to come in, try a meal, sitting down, and not have, because...
Sitting down. Well, I usually do try a meal sitting down, yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have to
stand-up
bring it to the station, because it loses something eating it off of, the expensive equipment there,
Yeah, especially pasta.
Yeah.
It's kind of like moldy and mung and
yeah, and it's
soft.
the oils and the garlic bread.
Yeah. Okay, listen, I'll put you on hold, and I'll let Nick take the information, and we'll see what happens, okay?
Okay, thanks much.
Okay, hold on. Okay, he's on 7. Boy, that's exciting, isn't it?
Is it?
And your sandwich is coming? Because I'm not eating. I'm serious. I'm not. What I'm going to do for a few days is I'm going to lay low on that on the air.
Okay.
So you better govern yourself accordingly.
All right.
And I'm going to be having a little breakfast at Burger King. See, this is the routine that I was in at WINZ when we were doing 10 to 2.
Right.
Remember?
I remember.
Almost every morning I'd stop at that Burger King on Pines,
That's
the one in
right.
Pembroke Pines.
I forgot about that.
And I'd get the same thing all the time. 2 croissant sandwiches with bacon and cheese. One is not enough, okay?
Right.
2 of those and a big iced tea with sweet and low, of course. And that would be it. And that's all I would eat till dinner time. And then, of course, they started bringing the food in and it turned havoc.
Yeah.
And I stopped getting breakfast.
Yeah. And you used to always, I remember in those days, you always used to be so rested when you came in the morning, And I think you're going to return to that. These civilized hours. They're so civilized.
Okay.
Anyway,
you say so.
Let me read you this little item out of the Enquirer. I really enjoyed this item. This is brief. This is out of the new National Enquirer. It says Marlon Brando.
I thought you were going to say Marlon Bailey.
Marlon Brando accepted a lady friend's invitation to use her private sauna, not realizing the thing was the size of a small closet. The door jammed as he tried to exit, and 315-pound Marlon was stuck.
315
That's
pounds?
what it says. The star struggled for more than 20 minutes before he finally popped out like a cork.
I like that. I can just envision
nice?
that. Was Wally Cox with him?
It didn't say.
Okay, now I got this really cute birthday card from Craig Worthing over at W Snooze. And it's, I don't want to minimize it because it's really cute, but it is mimeographed. Now, seriously, look at that. It's the first mimeographed birthday card I've ever had in my life, and it's not dirty. It makes, I'm going to read it on the air. It starts out like it's going to be something you're going to have to dump, but don't panic, okay? On the front, it shows the dog leaning on the birthday cake, and it's even got a little Tweety bird on its foot there, and it says, a birthday riddle. What's 6 inches long and has 2 nuts? And you open it up, and he's eating away, and it says an Almond Joy.
Of course.
Candy bar.
Of course.
Isn't that cute?
Well, Craig said it's the thought that counts, not the card. You know.
Not the fact that it's mimeographed.
Right.
I know times are tough, Craig, but let's get serious. It's 11:50, 10 till noon at WIOD.
Freddie's Fine Jewelry Stores is busting out. We remodeled.
Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Great.
Congratulations on the move to the wonderful Isle of Dong, as you used to call it.
Thank you. We're so delighted to be here, man. We're just rolling around in it. We're so happy.
You were talking about Sally Fitz, and I was watching the news last week, and I have a couple of friends of mine. We started watching the news just to hear her screw up.
Yeah.
But last week she reported on the death of John Mitchell, and she made the comment that John Mitchell, who was a former attorney general for the Reagan administration, and just before they were going into the commercial
For
break.
the Reagan administration?
Exactly.
That must have been a Freudian slip.
Well, just before they were going into the commercial break, she came back and corrected herself. But, I mean, she, you know...
Now, she gets all shook up by that tricky dick, you know?
Is her and Ed, huh? Are they still an item?
Huh?
Is her and Ed still an item?
I don't think so.
The word is no.
No, I don't think so.
I
think
saw
that's,
him the other day here. It's incredible. I can't wait till I see Sally face to face.
Well, if she's not an item, how come she's still on that station?
That's an excellent question.
I think there's no reason that that's the only conclusion I could draw.
Well, maybe she's got some inside info. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, congratulations. And I've always been a faithful listener of yours from way back when, and will continue to do so.
Well, we appreciate it, and don't let anybody put you down for it, okay? In spite of what they say, you got good taste.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Poor Sally, man. She gets more abuse. We ought to invite Sally to come on the show one day, and we ought to just abuse her right here in the studio.
I interviewed her one time.
Did you really?
Years ago, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll tell you who's pretty good over there. Is Jill Beach still there?
You know, I don't know if she's still there. She may have left. She may have left. Mariana Marciano's over there.
Marianne.
Marciano.
Oh, you must be preparing to do the news again, huh? And don't forget, whoever's got your mama out there, a virgin copy, we got to have that back so we can do a little birdcast.
See, you got me into the mindset, the thinking along those lines.
Look at that. Notice how they're starting to drop off because it's close to the news. This is I'm telling you, this is not a dumb audience over here. Slow, but not dumb. And they understand when it gets close to the top of the hour, they scatter like flies, like fruit flies.
But they come back.
And then as soon as we come back after the news, they start coming back again. Boy, you folks are really sharp as a matzo ball.
Remember, they used to do that on FM, and my news was like 2 minutes.
Well, no, in the beginning, they didn't do it on FM. It took them months to figure out, when the news was coming up. And when one of those long breaks was coming.
Yeah. And
we did have a lot of business on the air over there, too, which I guess disturbed them because they didn't know how to handle it.
They didn't like it.
We were sold out for months.
They didn't like that.
And we don't want to do sour grapes. We don't want to spend weeks and weeks ripping the crap out of the management of WZTA, WINZ over at Guy Gannett Broad Chasing. But what can I say?
Some people...
Basically, upper-level management there, a bunch of douchebags, and especially at the corporate level up in Portland, Maine, they give new meaning to the word douchebag, okay?
I think everyone knows that...
Neanderthal, puritanical... mindless cretins.
Some people have trouble dealing with success. And that's a fact.
Well, no, I said way back on AM that their whole thing there was mess with success. The more successful you were, the more they would try to interfere with your show and give you a rough time. The people who, always failed, who had minuscule numbers, they loved them because they could relate to them.
They loved them.
They would leave them alone. They would just, and they would never get canned.
Shall we say the statement that I said one day on the air that got them apoplectic?
They gravitate toward mediocrity.
They freaked when I said that. I think I got too close to the truth.
You hit a raw nerve?
They gravitate toward mediocrity like I have never seen. They love mediocre.
They like those ones, man. And that Mike, what's his name in the afternoon? Mike Lyons.
Mm-hmm.
Could be in trouble because in 25 to 54, he crept over a 2. He had a 2-3, and they may get real nervous about that because they like those ones.
Yeah, he may be gone.
Okay, let's get this Pembroke Pines call in here. Hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Great.
Hey, Glenn.
Hi.
I was just I listened to Waxy on the way to school this morning.
Wow, boy, you are desperate.
Well, the only reason I was switching channels because there was nothing else on, and I heard that John Boza was on, and they were talking to him about the game and Don Shula and everything, and he is the most rudest, most sarcastic person I've ever heard.
Really?
Yes, I mean, people were asking him good questions like, what does Don Shula say, and is he cool during, halftime and everything?
Yeah.
And you know, he was talking as if we were supposed to know, you know, because we are looking at nothing else during the game but Don Shula, so we should know if he's cool.
Well, what does that tell you? Listen, I got to run, but have a great day. And don't make that mistake again, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Better days are coming.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. That's what Shula says. Better days are coming, and boy, we hope so. Okay, listen, have a great lunch. We'll be back at 12:05 after the news or thereabouts. And stick around. Don't forget Steve with open phones this afternoon at 2 on WIOD. They're eating. 12:07 at WIOD. And what can we do? We can't stop the food. You know, I had no intention of eating today. And the bird even sent out for a sandwich. And Herbie's Chicken Ranch in North Miami Beach has sent by incredible chicken and fries and all kinds of good stuff and hot sauce and soda. And we want to thank them profusely. They're at 17015. That's 17015 West Dixie Highway, North Miami Beach. Herbie, thanks a pile, okay? They got all kinds of overstuffed deli sandwiches and rotisserie chicken, which we got here, and chicken wings and chicken soup and chicken pupiks. And, I mean, if it's chicken, man, they got it, okay? Herbie's Chicken Ranch, we thank you profusely, and we're having a good time with it, okay? And somebody hasn't come back, which evidently means he's having one hell of a good time. Do we have that thing queued up, Nick? Do we have that J America thing? We better not do it, though, this half hour. Let's do it after 12:35, because this half hour goes by real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, real fast. Okay, let's go back to the calls. Miami, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing.
Good. I'm calling to wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
WIOD.
We appreciate it.
And I'll be calling you every day.
Every day?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I want to.
Okay.
I know it won't improve Don Shula, but what can I say about that?
You want to pick on Don?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. He's feeling pretty bad now.
Yeah, he's already depressed enough.
I don't see the connection.
Well, I wore.
She's a Dolphin.
Yeah.
Well, what's that got to do with calling this show every day?
Well, just because I don't have anything better to do, maybe. And I've been trying to call and call. I didn't, you know, I'll just wait patiently.
What does that mean? You couldn't get through?
Yeah, that's what it means.
Well, that's great.
And you're still okay?
Yeah, my ear's a little sore. But, you know, it's been a pretty rainy day over here in Miami.
Okay. Well, listen, your calls are obviously going to be an important part of the show every day.
Am I that boring?
No, well, pretty close.
Well, non sequiturs come to mind. I don't know why.
Boring non sequiturs, but you're good. You're okay. You're okay in our book.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's not overdo it today.
I won't.
We'll save the good stuff for tomorrow, okay?
Okay, I'll store up some, okay?
Okay. It sounds like you're already letting some of it out.
Okay.
Have a good day now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Isn't that great? It's 10 past 12 at WIOD.
Yeah, great. That's the word.
I don't understand. What does that mean? Do we have a new format for this hour? Nick?
There's nobody in there.
Nick,
they did
Nick
it
went to get the chicken, okay?
They did it and ran out.
I'll be damned, man. We do this to ourselves. What does that mean, live at 20? Don't we do a thing at 24? Did we clean up the log here? What's going on? Do you know?
You're not talking to me.
Do we do a break at 12? I haven't got any
idea.
idea.
Incredible looking there, and there's no.
That would be great. Yeah, this is good. We'd be on automatic pilot, okay? All right, let's get a lot of calls in while he's out of the room. Pembroke Pines, hello.
Neil.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Great.
I'm just sick as a dog today.
Why? What's wrong with him?
Oh, flu and everything.
Yeah, that flu bug is going around, man. It's been I've had like the edges of it for about 4 or 5 days, you know what I mean? Like a little scratchy throat, and I've been just hoping like crazy I don't get it, because everybody I know has got it.
Yeah, I was just laying here feeling nauseous, and I started thinking of that Steve Kane show yesterday.
Well, that'll do it to you.
Oh, who was that little anal retentive bitch they had on there, huh? Who was that?
You don't mean Judy, do you?
Yeah, Judy.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I felt like getting out of bed and driving down there and slapping her around.
That would have been a good idea, yeah. Too bad you didn't have the strength to do it.
I was tempted, though. Tempted.
Yeah. You okay now?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Good.
I got a lot of codeine and stuff.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
I'm just about ready to pass out again. Hey, could I say?
I'll tell you what's really good in some parts of town. They take these codeine enemas, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Think about it.
All right. Can I say hi to Danae?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Danae.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay. See you.
All right. Bye.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it? Where the hell did he go? He just took off, man. He heard chicken, and he took off like a bat out of hell.
He went to get chicken.
See that? I told you.
Finally found something Nick likes.
I'm telling you one thing. These white people and chicken, man, they go crazy, don't they? What the hell am I throwing that out for? I'm not through eating it. It's like I got a guilty conscience or something.
Yeah.
Now, can I ask you a stupid question, Nick? Did they change this hour around? Because we are not... Oh, I see. Thank God for that. So we're not doing a break at 12. Is that what you're saying?
This is exciting.
And there's no Rick Weaver at 24?
There is.
What are we going to do, a 4-minute spot at 20? I don't understand what that means. He's writing it on here. Okay, Rick at 21. 19? Well, he saw that chicken and he just freaked out. Now he's writing hieroglyphics and... Look at that. He can't even get it straightened out now. Rick at 19. That sounds like that show that James at 15.
Yeah.
Are you making a mess on the table there?
Me?
Again? You're going to get us in tight quarters.
Yeah, but I cleaned it up.
But you keep... I'm telling you, you're right on the edge. You didn't clean it up. That's a mess. Feel like this is like the Odd Couple or something here. That's pathetic.
Well, I should be on newspaper, and let me do that.
Yeah, you should be on newspaper, okay? Like on the Inquirer.
Perfect.
This is the only show in America where we have to do bird training before we continue with the program. Just do it on your papers, okay? And quit making a mess on our beautiful, beautiful table that Mitch is going to bop you over the head. Okay, let's see. We did Pembroke Pines. Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
I'm really glad I found you guys.
What do you mean by that?
I went away about 2 weeks ago. I was gone for 10 days.
Yeah.
And I knew you guys were leaving Zeta, but I come back, and you're not there anymore.
Yeah, thank God.
It was pretty wild. But anyway, I'm glad I found you guys. And that's about it. Just lots of luck. And
How did you find us?
Was it different? How about that?
How about that? And,
what a surprise.
What a surprise. And I'm sorry for being, like, in the dark, but where's Dave? Where is he?
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, we left him on the ship. We left him on the Titanic as it was sinking.
You guys are really good friends.
Well, we didn't have any choice. You know, you can't take the whole family all the time, you know?
That's like real bad. Did he... Well, I don't know if you can talk about it. Is he okay about staying there? Is he a little bitter or something?
What do you mean bitter?
He seemed to be okay.
No, I'm just...
No, I think he's fine because at least for the time being, he and John Ford are like the top bananas there, at least for right now, in the morning. So I don't think he's bitter. He's got a shot at it, and whether it's permanent or not remains to be seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I never understood why they got rid of you guys, because...
No, wait, they didn't get rid of us.
We left.
Let's make it very clear. We told them goodbye, and they said, okay.
Well, I thought they gave you a hard time because they were into this all-rock format, and we only want to be music, and you don't fit in.
Yeah, and we couldn't coerce our listeners to listen to the crap that they're playing the rest of the day, okay?
See, what I don't understand is they were pulling like 1-5s or 2s all day, and you were the only bright spot. So now... what they're saying is it's going to improve our overall day to get rid of you guys, which kind of doesn't make any sense.
Of course not. It's the dumbest thing that anybody ever heard of, but that at least they're consistent, okay? Dumb.
I never saw anything like it my whole life.
No. And they did the same thing on AM when they blew Stan Major out. He was the biggest thing they had going on AM, and they blew him out.
But they had to be consistent.
Yeah.
So they had to be consistent with that. The only thing I really have against you guys, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there, that there's nothing to listen to in the morning.
Well, you know, somebody said that to me the other day. What do they want? They want us on all day?
Well, there's...
I mean, I guess if they keep bringing food all day, we could do it, but enough is enough, you know?
No, it's okay. I have to listen to you guys at work, and it's a good thing that people work for me, so I can choose the radio station.
Exactly.
So they sort of clear out for a while, but I get to listen to you guys. But there are a lot of people that did listen to you for drive time, and now it's sort of like in the middle of the day, so they got to find you and all of that. But
well, spread the word. Get that sandwich board on and march up and down the street there, and let's spread the word.
And see, unlike you, everyone else read it on the front page of the Miami Herald. So I think they can
Well, she
find
wasn't here.
That's what I said. I know.
I
It's
wasn't
not
here,
your
but it
fault.
was scary. It was like my security blanket. I mean, you weren't there in the morning. But the thing I do like is that you guys are playing all like the great songs again. There's like this little biting edge, and which is a lot of fun. Which is why I listen to you.
Exactly. This is why people, the great miracle. There were many miracles, and I don't want to sound like we're patting ourselves on the back, even if we are. But
Nobody else will if you don't.
That's right. We worked under the most incredible technical duress for over a year with the worst crap equipment that was ever invented. Even Marconi was embarrassed by how primitive the stuff was in that room, in a little broom closet that was mostly uncomfortable and unwieldy and unworkable. Secondly, we were on a station that basically had no audience whatsoever. And thirdly, they took away about 90% of our material, and we still were going up in every book. And the trends come out today, and we had our highest number ever on there, of 5.5.
That was pretty fab.
Under impossible conditions. Can you imagine what we could have done if they would have let us alone?
No, that would have been too easy for them.
Yeah.
That would have made
too much sense.
Yeah. But hey, at least you found the spot, and there are still listeners out there for you. So.
Well, I'm glad you found us.
So am I.
Okay, you have a happy.
Take it easy. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wasn't that nice?
Yeah,
she was
going to be okay.
She was like our perfect female caller. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody is perfect, but she was as close to it. Demographics, sound of her voice. She was like pleasant and happy and human and living and breathing, as opposed to
hello, Neil. Where's Paul Harvey?
Yeah. By the way, Paul Harvey is gone. Okay, he's gone, and he ain't coming back.
Ever.
So if you're one of those geriatric fools who can't get through the day without Paul Harvey, there's only one thing to say to you.
Good day.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
Good day.
All right.
I think it's my new favorite.
Okay, let's take a little rest now. Don't be making a mess over there. I noticed you're trying to keep it right on top of the Inquirer.
It's on the Inquirer.
And I also noticed that they're starting to bang the gong in the room next door, starting to get really worked up to a frenzy.
That's GTR.
Well, what can I tell you? They saw the book. Okay. Isn't it something? And the great part of it is, it's like that was our final thing.
Yeah.
At Zeta. In other words, we can't go down because we're gone.
Yeah.
So we left there kind of like on a high note.
That's great.
Mysteriously, I have no idea why, because the last couple of months we did the worst shows in history, and we still did well. Listen, talking about doing well, the Melting Pot is doing incredibly well. All three of their locations. 1223 at WIOD. Again, one last thanks to Herbie's Chicken Ranch. It was incredible.
It was great.
It was great.
It really was.
So we lucked out again. Got another nice lunch here today. Somebody dropped out in Broward. So if you move quickly, where somebody just hung up in Broward, 524 WIOD. This is a pleasure this hour today, isn't it? Things have opened up a little bit. We don't have all of that clutter and hysteria. And we can digest our lunch in peace. Boy, this is great. Okay, we have a Terry Merrimon call on 3. Hello.
How you doing, Uncle Neil?
Great.
You and Bird, I'm glad you're back on AM. Your signal's first class, and I'm glad you left the other station so we can just talk all day long and make our observations about what's going on in contemporary America and without being cluttered by rock and roll.
Yeah, by Mom, by all that classic crock.
Yeah. Hey, I sent you a Xerox of Bianca is a client of mine. I sent you a Xerox.
We got it.
I sent you a Xerox because I wasn't sure whether somebody else opens your mail. If you open your mail, personally.
No, we open it ourselves. Trust me.
Okay, then I'll send you a color picture of her then.
Unless it looks like it's got a check in it, then they open it.
Of course. I got a little. If you want the inside scoop on Terry Merrimon, I've got some for you.
Really?
Now, what do you mean by the inside scoop?
She's 32 years of age.
Yeah.
You want to guess how many times she's been married?
3.
4.
Woo!
Wow.
The last time she was married, see, I just came down 6 months ago from Philadelphia. I escaped before the city imploded. And Terry did 4 years at the NBC affiliate in Philadelphia.
Right.
And prior to that, she was I think she came from Tennessee, where she's a graduate of the University of Tennessee.
With a banjo on her knee.
But something else on her knee. Her first marriage, when she was 17, she married a professor at the University of Tennessee who was in his 50s.
Wow.
If you don't want to, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how confident I am of this. I'll give you my sources. If you want backup sources,
no.
Write this down. Gail Schister, Shister, who does the media column for the Philadelphia Inquirer, will back it up, and so will Kevin Mulligan of the Philadelphia Daily News. If you want further. But Terry's last marriage, she married an anchor, a street reporter from the ABC affiliate, and wasn't that nice a merger, NBC and ABC merging. And she married him in January, this past January, in Cape May, New Jersey, and Terry moved to Florida in May, so I guess that one didn't work out either.
And she hasn't gotten married since she's been here.
I know. Well, she's probably working on it, Bird. She's probably cruising all. It's probably find her in Club New or something. But I want to tell you guys, Neil, I was up in Philadelphia. The only thing we've got is a bunch of WMMR, a bunch of, like, we just got these. What we have is we have the competition of 6, count them, 6 simultaneous morning zoos.
Yeah.
And then there's, of course, Howard. Of course, then there's Howard, who is in a class all by, or I should say a day class all by himself.
Yeah, that's correct.
And doing toilet jokes, and he gets tired real fast. So when I came down here, there's only one request I have. If you ever play, have you ever get it? I think that the Hallandale Vice, where the Crockett character busts the old fart for carrying sweet and low. I got to go to the bathroom every time you play.
Hallandale Vice.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Howard came in number 2 in the morning race in Philly.
Oh, yeah, he's getting beat by WMMR, John DeBella.
Yeah. The guy, he's been there like 20 years or something?
Yeah, John DeBella's been there since the station opened. Yeah.
Howard's always ripping John DeBella, too, and talking about how he's going to eat him for breakfast, and he's getting beat by him.
Yeah.
No way. DeBella's got it, because MMR is an interesting little, I mean, wattage-wise, it's smaller than the big guys, but they've been doing an underground, you must have known it years ago, Neil. They were doing underground format. Michael Tierson's up there. They sponsor this, have you heard about their Louie parade they hold every year, Bert?
Yeah.
They have this thing where
10,000
people, they hand out 10,000 kazoos.
Yeah.
And everybody goes down the street kazooing Louie. And
somebody swiped my kazoo, by the way. It used to be in this briefcase, and they swiped my kazoo. I used to have a good one.
Yeah, but I'm so glad when I moved to Miami, I thought, well, God, I'm moving from the 4th market in the country to God knows what I'm going to move to down here. And I found...
He found his kazoo.
All right. Well, he's got a kazoo Louie now to make me feel better, you know? But if I can help you with any more inside scoops, I'll get on the line to you, Neil.
Well, they were good. And you got to admit that Terry Merrimon is cute.
She's hung, boy. she's got the
well,
guns
we don't want
up.
to get into that, sir. Maybe she'll be on Sally's show today.
Who knows?
Okay, have a great day now.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Now, what did he say that he had to do every time he hears this?
They're 2 Miami cops with a hot new beat. They're on the streets fighting crime.
Hey, Pop, that's a handicapped space there.
Yeah. In Hallandale Vice.
We got a problem. The Gray Gang is up to their little tricks.
Lieutenant, isn't that the group of senior citizens who went around trying to get the early bird special after 7?
Yeah, they're back in town.
Let's go get them.
They'll stop at nothing to clean up the streets.
Hey, lady, you can't cross here. You'll have to cross at the light.
And they're determined to clean up the smuggling business.
All right, sister, you're under arrest.
Oh, so now you're arresting my wife. What's the charge?
Possession of powder. Open that purse, Tubbs. Let's see that white stuff. Yeah, just a thought. She's got over 100 bags in here.
Of what?
Sweet and low. From that restaurant she just came out of. Let's take them in.
Yes, there come the hit Miami cops on a hot new beat in Hallandale Vice. Premiering this fall on MBZ.
Okay, now you notice the mail today? Much heavier than yesterday, and it's coming along. And this is only the first wave. But the most exciting part, oh my God, from Specs, Jim, and David, unbelievable. They have sent me a virgin copy, and it says, if you ever need help locating those hard-to-find CDs, give us a call. Jim and David at Specs, I thank you from the bottom of my parts. Oh, look at this. It is I'm even afraid to touch it. It's untouched by human hands. A virgin copy. Oh, it's got 2 cuts on it, Kansas and Stand Beside Me, and a word in Spanish with Elton John.
You're a mess. Look at you.
Oh.
You've just fallen apart here.
Boy, if we only had a VCR on top of that Sony right now, I'd be speechless for the rest of this show.
Yeah. It's a good
Thank
thing
you
you
so
don't.
much, David and Jim at Specs. You guys are the greatest in the history of mankind. I'm going to treasure this. Trust me, nobody gets his paws near that thing. See, things are starting to happen already. This is only our 7th show, and it's just like old times. And speaking of old times, look at this. Looks like there's a bunch of checks here for the Camilla's house.
There are. Look at that.
A few, couple.
Yeah.
A bunch.
Yeah.
1 or 2. Okay, 12:31 at WIOD, and here's a call from the WSVN parking lot Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm the Spice Man's buddy. He calls me the U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
How you doing, guy?
Great.
Yeah, I was over here. I was trying to find you, man. How do I go about seeing you? Say hello.
What do you mean, how do you go about seeing me? You don't.
Oh, come on, guy.
What do you think this is? Is everybody walks in here?
No, I don't want to walk in and announce. I just figure I'd say hi to you and say hello to my buddy, the Spice Man, and, you know, and BS with you guys for a little while.
Great.
You know?
Good luck to you, pal.
Huh?
Good luck to you.
Come on, Neil. Anyways, can I put a plug in for my company?
Sure, anything you want. If that'll make you go away, anything you want.
Nah, come on, I'm a nice guy.
Joke.
I'm
Just a joke.
Okay, thank you. Everybody out there listening, good auto security. We do top job alarms, number 662-2052.
What else could you possibly want now?
Oh, this is great. You know, I love it. And my buddy out there, the Spice Man, you're a real douchebag. So, you ain't gonna let me in?
It's not up to us.
Oh, it's not up to you guys?
We're kind of sequestered. No, we don't have anything to say about it. They don't just let people wandering off the street. Because we're in a very desperate part of town, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
Oh, I thought they'd let you guys, you know, like let people in with food. So I suppose if I walked in with food.
Yeah, if you walked in with food, you'd be in here in a bad of an island. But we already had lunch.
Oh, crud.
But listen, it's great hearing from you, and have a wonderful day.
Hey, thanks a lot, Neil.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Boy, isn't that something? Now they're in the parking lot trying to muscle their way in. Okay, 12:33 at WIOD. We have
After the Dolphin game last night, the Dolphins really made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, they really looked good last night, didn't they?
Hold on, I'm recovering. Hold on. Feel better now.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
Got it out of your system now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I went up to Joe Zagacki and Jim Manders. They have that remote boombox there.
Yeah.
I dropped my beer bottle, and Joe woke up anyway. So I asked him, just kidded around. I said, Joe, I heard that Neil was going to be your new broadcasting partner replacing Sonny. You know, thinking he'd get a kick out of it. He turned red, and he said, which I'm sure no pun intended, no fat chance. And then he said,
wow.
Watch out the way you say that to me. And the guy turned red. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Joe's getting a little emotional, but he'll get over it, you know what I mean?
I hope so.
And look at this. We got a few checks for Camilla's house today. I'd say over $100, which for this cheap crowd, that's a pretty good start.
He seems to be sensitive.
Yeah, Joe's a little bit sensitive, but you got to understand he's in that IOD sports department, and there's a lot of sensitivity there, man. They're very emotional, and especially with the kind of year the Dolphins are having, they're like on the edge of their seats at all times now. They're on pins and needles.
I guess so. Anyway,
just on pins. I think needles would not be the appropriate term.
I've been listening to you guys for a while, you know, and listened to Steve also, and he always used to say, I'll take Neil on any time in a debate. If I ever got together saying this and that, and the first time
Sir, slow down a second. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
See, every time he would say that and it would get back to me, I'd always ask the person who relayed the message, a debate about what? What is there for me to debate him about?
I don't know. He said
Steve is so used to doing these contrived debates, he thinks that life is a debate.
I know,
There's
but
no
anyway,
debate. I have nothing to debate him about.
When he got together with you that Friday, he was like a little pussycat. He melted, pimping all over you.
Exactly.
He loves us. He loves us.
Everybody's happy here, and I know that disappoints a lot of the audience. There are a lot of people out there who are looking for another Geraldo-type fist fight, but we're getting along great, and he's been very kind and very gracious, and everybody here has been that way, and it's been great. He took us out to dinner. We're not looking to have a brawl on this station, okay? We like to have this little fun thing with the sports department because basically some of those guys deserve it. But generally speaking, everybody here gets along famously. This is a real pleasant place to work, and I'm not just saying that to be a butt kisser because you know I don't do that, but it really is. Everybody's great.
Yeah, speaking of brawls, there were some great fights in the stands last night.
Well, that was probably the most exciting part of the game.
There was, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway, who do you like in the LSU-Miami game?
Oh, now, come on. You really have to ask me that? You know, one thing about the Hurricanes, and I don't want to pick on them too much, but what they do is, you notice in the beginning of the season, they got like maybe 2 or 3 rough opponents, and I say rough, marginally. And then after that, man, we got Cincinnati and all these other, Vassar and, Rensselaer Polytechnic Girls School. I mean, it's really getting a little bit old, you know?
Yeah, I think LSU will give it to him. Anyway, I'd like to say Andy and Nancy are douchebags.
Okay.
And also, for all you people in Broward, if you move real quick, I'm hanging up right now.
Okay. Oh, boy. That was good. He was one of our best calls, wasn't he?
Well,
he was. He was, like, right into everything that's going on. I'm sorry he wasn't one of your little Twinkies, but you can't have them all, okay? He wasn't one of those Phoebe Cates sound-alikes.
He had his good moments. I like the Joe Zagacki story.
And you like the way he hung up. And if you move quickly, and look at that, they fill that line.
No, now that I think about it, you're right. He was good. Now that I think about it. And I'm a yes man anyway, and I have to do that.
You're just a butt kisser.
Yeah, I have to do that.
A butt-kissing bird. Look out for this rare species.
Oh, yeah, he was great, Neil.
Yeah, he was. He was a good guy. Sounded like the kind of guy I'd like to get to know a lot better. You know what I mean? 12:43. Oh, it's bound to be incredible, but keep your finger on the button.
I want me the day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. When all of the other shows are driving me bananas, 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. He's got the greatest show from Portland to Havana. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. Lots of people bringing him the food he loves. 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. Like 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot subs. 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil. I want Miss a day, oh. When 10 o'clock come, I got to listen to Neil.
Boy, that's one of the all-time greats, isn't it? Thank you, Jay. Could we cart that up?
Great.
Boy, that would be great.
That's nice.
We'll play that every day. Jay America, who has done so much great stuff for us, and I still say, I don't know why he's wasting his time. This guy should be putting out commercial stuff, shouldn't he? He's creative, great musician, and a wonderful all-around guy, and I just don't know why he's not making millions of dollars out there. But we appreciate it. We're going to milk him dry while we can.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just great. Okay, listen, April Wortham is standing, because overall, now let me get these, we do have these numbers, and I want to, not like I'm standing up for Steve because we work here, but that is the reason. But anyway, 12 plus, Alice had a 4.9 in this latest trend, and Steve had a 4.6. So it sounds like he beat him. But if you look at the demographics, in 18 to 34, we already told you that Alice was dead last. And Steve had a 2-1, which is not a big number, but again, it's an AM station. And Alice had a 0.4, so there's no contest there. 25 to 54, Steve had a 4.9, Alice had a 2.0. In 35 to 64, Steve had a 6.6, and Alice had a 4-something. So the only place where he beat him, he had this gigantic 65-plus demographic. And I'm sure that Steve is tickled to death that, you know, if he's going to get beaten somewhere at 65-plus, because I hate to say this, but nobody wants that audience. Nobody wants that audience, okay? Even Radio Death doesn't want that audience. So, Alice, if you're going to try to play little games with the numbers, it's not going to work, baby, because your audience is so old. It's the ancient audience that doesn't have enough strength left to reach over and turn the dial, okay? Those are the ones left at W Snooze. And Sandy's got this. I didn't realize it, man. She's been kicking some ass over there.
No competition.
12 plus. She's got a 5.1.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Where do you see that?
And this station had a 3.1 in midday, but of course the dean is gone. But, and I bet her demographics are ancient, too. Should we check it out?
Sure.
18 to 34. Maybe she's right in there with Alice.
Where do you see the next
18
one?
to 34, W Snooze. Well, I haven't found them yet.
Sandy.
I'm still looking, Sandy.
Sandy.
0.8. 0.8, but I realize that's a young demographic. Now, wait a minute.
You start at the bottom when you start looking.
Just relax now. Try to control yourself. 25 to 54. These are the ages, by the way, for those of you too dumb to figure that out. W Snooze, let's see, just behind Zeta, Gonzer beat him. They had a 1.8, Sandy. So what does that leave, basically? I mean, she has a gigantic geriatric audience, okay? Here's somebody in Hollywood who wants to say hi to his dad. Hello.
How you doing, Neil?
Pretty good. What do you think this is, some kind of a personal message show?
Sure. I know my dad's listening. He drives a truck. He always comes on and tells everything you said.
Great. Well, like I said, your dad's a great guy.
Yeah, can you call him a douche, please?
What is his name?
His name's Ron.
Hey, Ron, you're a douchebag in our book, okay, baby?
All right, thank you.
Okay, you have a good day now.
You too, Neil.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I like these voices, man. And here we are, the 7th day on the air. We've already got these living and breathing people, if I can borrow that from Captain Dave. And it's incredible. It's frightening, isn't it?
That's the word.
Seriously. When they say that we can move an audience, man, this show is a moving experience. And believe me, Sonny Rosenberg in Hallandale has got his finger on the radio wire somewhere right now. Boy, I can't believe the book we had over there. Our going away book at Zeta, our highest number ever, highest position in 18 to 34s. We kicked ass, beat everybody again in 25 to 54s with that 7-1. And I know I'm repeating it over and over again, but it makes you feel good, okay? Because it makes you realize that you were like doing impossible things on a make-believe radio station that had virtually no measurable audience the rest of the day. And then when you tell them, hey, stick it in your ear, we're not going to take your crap anymore, they say, hey, okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Boy.
They're glad to see us.
Yeah, they were delighted, man, because they like to be consistent. They would like their number to be like a straight line, okay?
Well.
Like about a 1-2.
It's getting real quick.
Morning, noon, and night. And I got news for you. They may get their wish.
Right. You be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Not too much, pal. We're just having a great time.
Yeah, here.
We had a good lunch. We're feeling great. The show is zipping along like lightning.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were ever going to have another student day.
Yeah, what day is the next holiday?
I think that we have not this coming Wednesday, which would be tomorrow, but the next Wednesday.
Yeah, for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Day before Thanksgiving.
But don't do it then because I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, well, when do you want us to do it? We'll mark it on the calendar just for you, pal.
Okay, I'll probably get it back to you after, and, I'll tell you when I'm going to be back.
All right, now, where do you go to school?
I go to BCC.
Oh, to BCC. Well, that explains it. When you go to BCC, the world kind of revolves, the way you want it to, right?
Right.
That's what everybody tells me.
Uh-huh. Well, I figured, since, I was the faithful student day caller, I might as well do it the way I want it.
We'll do it the way you want it, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh. And I have a question for Glenn.
Yeah.
Glenn, how many N's do you have in your name?
1.
Really?
I get asked that. I think that's the most frequent question I'm asked.
Yeah. Why would you ask a dumb question like that? You sound like a really bright guy.
Well, I figured, not that many people really ask Glenn a lot of things, and...
Well, that's correct, and that probably is one of the most perspicacious questions that's been asked in a long time.
Well, I figured I'd give Glenn as much action as possible.
Well, I hear that, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Send a little action this way, okay, pal?
Oh, yeah, one more thing, please. Could you call my friend Rick a douchebag?
Rick is a douchebag. I know him personally, and trust me, if you look up douchebag in the dictionary, his picture's there, okay?
And as long as Glenn is on the air, why don't you have him say it?
Rick is a douchebag.
Boy.
Thank you, Glenn.
You really want a lot, don't you, pal?
Thank you.
Okay, take care of yourself now, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye. Well, he was good, wasn't he? He wants a lot, but that's the way it goes. Boy, oh boy, what a pressure show today, wasn't it? Hasn't it been?
Oh, boy.
Speaking like it's in the past tense or something. 1:15 at WIOD. With, what is their names? East Pizza in Jupiter will send a pie Thursday around noontime.
Now, you know how long it takes to drive to Jupiter?
From Jupiter, I'd say about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, if traffic's moving well.
And we'll reheat it in the WIOD microwave, right?
Yeah.
And it'll be fine.
Oh,
as somebody would say, it'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1:18, and we'll come back in a second. Steve with open phones this afternoon. Right now, I want to talk to you people. 137 at WIOD. We got a mobile on Palm Beach. Hello.
Neil, what's happening?
Well, we're happening, pal.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Neil, I'm out here on the sawgrass.
Yeah.
Just got done, writing a few letters and,
What, while you're on the sawgrass?
yeah, cleaning out the car, and I was wondering if you have any activities or ideas for me, So,
Well, you might want to sweep up some of those dead frogs in the sawgrass, too, while you're out there, okay?
there's nothing out here, Neil. I'm all by myself.
Yeah. Well, that's a great expressway, isn't it? The Arvida Expressway?
It's wonderful. Okay, Neil, so give you a call, say hi.
Okay, well, listen, next time you call, give like the mile marker, and we'll get you some company out there and see what you can drum up a little party, okay?
Hey, let me ask the bird something.
Yeah.
Hey, Bird, how you doing?
Great.
Hey, how's that April Worthing?
No,
not Worthing, sir. Wortham.
I don't want to be sexist. I have great fear of sounding sexist so I will just say that
Can I do it?
Yeah, in my opinion, she's beautiful.
Wow.
I haven't told her yet, but I'll do that today.
Yeah, he was asking me before if he could go in and tickle her during the news, okay? That's what a dirty old man we got in here.
Yeah.
As Steve would say, she's succulent?
Yeah.
Voluptuous?
But we don't want to be sexist, sir.
Oh, okay.
And we also don't want to demean the intellectual standing of our WIOD news department, sir, okay?
Correct.
April, if you're listening, Just a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care.
Good luck to you, sir.
Bye.
And watch out for those dead frogs. 139 at WIOD. What is that? Hollywood Dolphin something.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I went to the Dolphin game last night with a few friends.
How come you sound so happy?
Well, it was my first time there, and I really wanted to go. But
Beautiful stadium, isn't it?
yeah, I'll tell you, it was beautiful. I wanted to go for that state-of-the-art scoreboard, but let me tell you, we parked a few miles at my office. It took us an hour, just to get to the parking lot.
Yeah. You walked, huh?
No, well, if we walked, we would have gotten there in a half hour.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's an embarrassment. Let me ask you, for the Super Bowl that's supposed to be there, what's going to happen with that? Are there more roads there?
Not supposed to be there. It is going to be there. It will be there.
Yeah. There are going to be a lot of people parking over at WINZ.
Yeah.
In the parking lot there, and then they'll be walking to the game.
And walking, yeah, I said that game's going to be broadcast all over the country. It's, kind of like an embarrassment. It's a beautiful stadium. And
At least we don't have to worry about that one being blacked out.
yeah, it was a beautiful stadium, but I'll tell you, when I left, it was just garbage all over the place.
Really?
Well, evidently there was a lot of garbage on the field, too, from what I heard last night.
Yeah, we were sitting pretty high up. I had to look at the monitors to see the replays. I couldn't really see what was going on there.
Probably all for the best, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it saved us. Let me ask you, are you still adding up the converts from the FM to the AM?
Yeah, we sure are. We were up to 20 the other day.
Okay, so I could be 21. That's a lucky number.
Okay.
I called you the week before you left. I was Richard from Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, Richard.
Yeah. I played the tape for my girlfriend. You wished her a happy birthday, and she was totally excited.
She heard it, right?
Well, I played it for her. I recorded it.
Oh, I see.
And she heard it. But, I never really listened to AM, but, I follow you here.
Well, that's good. That makes you number 21, and if we can get another 10 or 20, man, we'll have it made.
Yeah, let me ask you, there was a song that you had played. It was that convenience store. Was that one that you have, or?
No, that's an ACN bit.
Oh, that was the ACM.
That's adios, hasta luego. But I've got to be honest with you, the new stuff that we're getting in slowly but surely puts all that stuff to shame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because also there was, I know the government cut, but that was Dave.
That was a Dave Caprita special.
Yeah.
And if he's a real nice guy, he'll probably send it to us.
Yeah, that was, and then was that Barry Manilow also?
Yeah, ACN.
ACM?
Yeah, you're going to have to declone yourself on some of that old ACN stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
After you heard it the first 500 times, it didn't have any meaning anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But, I think you played that one, My Boyfriend's Back, the one that was...
Yeah, we played that a few times since we come back.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it the other day. Is there any chance you can play that today?
Tomorrow, how's that? Will we settle for tomorrow?
All right.
You're not going to be depressed?
No, I was one I told you I had recorded. I must have like 90 different bits.
Incredible. This guy's got his own library.
Yeah, I have my own library. If I can, just find it, I'll be in good shape.
Okay, and listen, if you ever get your own show, you're all set.
Yeah, I can steal your material along with all those other people.
Exactly. Why should you be any different? Okay, thanks a lot.
All right, good luck to you.
See you later.
Bye.
142, I see Steve is in the building. Steve looked really surly today, didn't he? He looked a little on the surly side. He must be getting ready for a wild 4 hours. Why should he be surly, man? The trends came out. He did extraordinarily well. He beat the pants off of Alice and everything except 65 plus, those incredible old farts that they got over W Snooze. So he should be ecstatic, although I guess maybe ratings don't count. Do they? We should ask Steve about that.
Yeah, we will.
A Naples caller wants to know if you have Rostaju. Yeah, I have it, but I haven't put it on cart yet.
You do have it.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, we'll be playing it like next week. They'll have to wait.
Something to look forward to.
And you got it on that cassette, but I have the original record, so it'll sound a lot cleaner, okay?
Great.
Oh, you've got Kosher Club in there, too, man. Everybody's got that. Yeah, but we're not going to play it today because I got to play the I-95 record one time today.
Haven't played
it in a couple of days. We haven't played it, and people get very depressed.
That's right.
Okay, speaking of depressing, let's go to Sunrise. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Great.
The last time I talked to you, which was also the first time, was when you were at Zeta. You were asking for callers who liked Aerosmith. I'm an Aerosmith fan.
All right, let's hear it for Steve Tyler and Aerosmith. Somebody with good taste.
Listen, I want to tell you two things. First of all, I have a paper route. I am a paper girl. I take my little baby and we do the route for the Fort Lauderdale News, and I am so happy you're on 10 to 2, because now my route goes like that. It goes real quick.
Yeah, we want to, in fact, in days to come, we'd much rather hear from people who are happy that we're on from 10 to 2, as opposed to those who call, oh, we wish you were still on in the morning, because no matter what you do, you get that. When we left the AM and went to Zeta, there were all these people who were all bent out of shape. Oh, we don't know what we're going to do now. We don't get up at that hour of the morning, and we go to school or whatever the hell it was. So you can't please everybody, but I'd much rather hear from those people, not to be butt lickers, but I mean just those people who are happy that we are on in these hours. You know?
I am happy, but there is one thing. I want to tell you I am 24 years old, so I'm not an alpaca yet.
Great.
But
what are you doing in Sunrise?
West Sunrise, okay?
Oh, okay.
It's cool out here in Wallaby.
I used to live there, I know.
I want to tell you that I do miss Paul Harvey. That's the only thing that I ever listened to on AM. And I want to know, what don't you like about him?
What don't I... Can I sum it up real quickly?
Go ahead.
Good day.
No, first of all, his politics, he's such a right-winger and it just bothers me because
he's got good stories, though.
He twists and distorts the news, man, and manipulates it, and he's so to the right. And I don't know, just to me, I'm really surprised that you would like him because you're living and breathing and under the age of 100, and most of his audience is incredibly geriatric. I mean,
I'm from Ohio.
Oh, I see. That explains it.
That explains it.
Yeah.
When I was in school, I remember learning about him.
Yeah.
And I never listened to him until I got the paper route, and then my husband always listens to AM, or he listened to you when you were on Zeta. And I started, tuning in, and I heard him a couple times, and it became an everyday thing.
I'll tell you how old Paul Harvey is. Joey Reynolds, when he was a child, used to listen to Paul Harvey, and then Paul was old, okay? So that should give you an idea.
Yeah. Can I say hi to my husband?
Sure.
Hi, Michael. I hope you're listening. Corey and I are doing okay, and we'll see you later.
Great. Now, listen, let me just go back to what you said about Paul Harvey.
Go ahead.
There are a lot of people, mostly over 90, who enjoy Paul, but the problem is he goes on forever, and it's just such a terminal break. You can't have any continuity to your show if you go away for like a half hour at a time. It just makes no sense at all. So
I enjoyed him. Oh, well.
But your choice basically was either Paul Harvey or us, and you'd much rather have us.
Oh, definitely. I'm
go.
much happier to have you than, what's his name, Alan Burke.
Yeah,
he
like
was
I said,
awful.
The Dean.
He was awful. Alan Burke.
Well, he was good. He was very good when Paul Harvey was a child, okay? And that's about in the middle of the 18th century. Well,
I'm real glad you're on. My rap takes me about an hour and a half, and listening to you, it goes in an instant. It really does.
You have a great day now.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, 146 at WIOD. But she was perky, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Especially for somebody living in Sunrise.
And she's fine. She's just fine.
Driving down I-95 the other night. Somebody nearly cut me right off the road. I decided it wasn't going to do any good to get mad, so I wrote a song about him instead. It goes like this. Were you born an asshole, or did you work it your whole life? Either way, it worked out fine, 'cause you're an asshole tonight. Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E, and don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. I've got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life. Talking to your mother just the other night. I told her I thought you were an asshole. She said, yes, I think you're right. And all your friends are assholes, 'cause you've known them your whole life. And somebody told me you've got an asshole for a wife. Were you born an asshole, or did you work at it your whole life? Either way, it worked out fine, 'cause you're an ass. Hole tonight.
Well, I wanted to time out, okay, and it sure did. It's 1:50, 10 till 2 at WIOD.
In this world, nothing says I love you quite like a diamond bridal set from America's leading jeweler, Service Merchandise. And right now, our 2-carat total weight bridal set in 14-karat gold is on sale.
Okay, now just a second, relax. I'm trying to close this briefcase, and it is impossible.
I know, you really got a mess there. Yeah. While you're doing that, let me tell everybody about what Scott Shannon at Z100 in New York has done. This is out of the...
Most of our audience is real excited about that.
Well, this is out of the New Enquirer. Don Johnson went nuts when a top New York DJ delivered the nastiest insult ever, electronically erasing the star's voice off his newly released Till I Loved You record duet with Barbra Streisand and broadcasting it as her solo. Now, Don phoned the DJ in a fury.
Really?
Scott Shannon of Z100 refused to take the calls, saying he hates Don and likes his
Always
singing.
liked Scott Shannon, man. Hell of a guy.
Says he hates Don and likes his singing even less. Shannon also claimed that listeners kept phoning in to say that the dud duet sounds like a dynamite disc now that Don's gone. The Miami Vice hunk warned Z100 to stop playing Barbara's solo, or his lawyers will make the joint a parking lot, according to the National Enquirer.
And before you go, could you do one short thing for me?
What's that, Stan?
Just say, freeze, Major, Miami Vice, you're under arrest.
Absolutely, I'm not going to do that.
What a guy, that Don, man. Isn't he? Hell of a guy. 154 at WIOD. We'll go to Kendall. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great.
Didn't think I was going to be on.
Well, you're on. You're it.
Listen, what the hell is Zeta?
What is it, a parking lot?
Oh, yeah, must be. I tell you.
What do you mean, what is it? Where are you from?
No, I know.
It's just a joke. Don't start getting all hostile and bent out of shape at the end of the show.
No, I'm joking.
Just a joke.
I just thought that would be coming in right now. It would be coming in very handy.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the show. Listen, let me ask you a question.
In fact, you remember when the Democratic Convention, when they kept saying, where was George?
Right.
Well, that's going to be the new question when the trends come out each month. Where is Zeta?
Yeah, well, they're going to find out shortly.
Now that I think about your statement, I like it. So.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Yeah, now that I think about it for a second.
Yeah, listen, I heard you one time. I know about you and everything, and but I always listen to WIOD, and I used to listen to Steve when he was with Alice.
Yeah, when he was with Alice.
Yeah.
Well, we were all together once upon a time, long ago, yeah.
Oh, really?
Wasn't that romantic?
Well, it must have been.
Yeah, you bet.
But I always when Steve left, I decided to go with Steve, and I think that you are just the nail that hits just the right shot. I think that you guys are going to be great, and now WIOD, there's no reason to change to any other station but WIOD.
That is correct. It's the only station you'll ever need, if I can steal a phrase from someplace else.
Yeah, now the Dolphins can only do good. I went there last night.
Don't get carried away now, pal. I mean, it's great. We're delighted to be here, but let's not expect miracles.
I know.
Okay?
I went there last night, and I wasted this money and time. I got home. I got a flat on the way.
Yeah, but you had a great time, didn't you? I mean, it was like an adventure. You had a flat. You had all this stuff that went on, and it was like an adventure. Let me tell you something, pal. In this dead, godforsaken town, even going out and getting your brains beat out in the ball game and having a miserable time getting a flat tire, even that's exciting compared to the rest of what goes on here, right?
I tell you, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, my name is Art.
Yeah.
I just want to leave you one thing. You know what? If one is love, right, and 2 is sex, what's 3 and 4?
Wow.
Go ahead, Art. Am I going to have to dump this?
Huh?
Am I going to have to dump this?
You give up?
Yeah.
It's 7.
What a guy. Have a great day, Art.
Bye.
And listen, when you get your own show, you can use material like that.
Art.
Okay, here's another Kendall call. Hello.
Neil.
How you doing, babe?
Good. I got to tell you, yesterday, or maybe the day before, I don't remember, I was in the mobile and I was waiting for that EBS
oh, yeah.
to come on there, and I was listening to those tapes. I've been hanging on for a while. I have that walk with an erection also.
Do you? Wow. Well, it sounds like we're going to be getting a lot of those in the mail, if you know what I mean.
Hell of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, but in any event, I was going to tell you that. And,
of course, once we get that, we still have to run that by Spike, you know, and make sure that that's kosher.
I believe it.
We don't play anything here until we get the green light.
I believe it.
And so far, the light has been so green, man, that it's frightening.
I had a bunch of other things to say, but to be honest with you, hanging on for 35 minutes,
I know, you forget your material, but it was good that you got on, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great, especially since I accidentally disconnected myself and got right back on again after I, gave the sob story and stuff.
Yeah, Nick goes big for those sob stories. That's because he used to work at W Snooze, and that was a sob story.
So it always worked.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, my material did not come back to me.
Okay, well, listen, you have a great day, and don't feel bad about it, because it happens to most of our callers, okay?
I'll write
In fact, most of them didn't have any to start with.
You got it.
Have a good one now.
Thank you, Neil.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy, he was good, wasn't he?
Great.
No, he was honest. He admitted he had nothing to say, and I like that kind of refreshing honesty. Anyway, Steve is in the building, and Steve has 4 open hours today, and he had that real menacing, beady-eyed look in his eyes when he came in here just briefly, and I have a feeling that he's going to really let it all out. He's been holding a lot of stuff back, but he's going to let it out today. You know what I'm saying?
Been waiting for that open day.
I don't have any idea what I mean, but it sounds good. And anyway, we want to thank... no, seriously, we kind of closed the chapter on Zeta there. Did you get your check?
No. I have not. I checked the mail very carefully yesterday. Now.
Very carefully? You still have it? Because I got mine.
Yeah, I know. What does that say?
You didn't get your last check?
No, I have not gotten that.
Well, I would call there when I leave here today or before you leave and say, hey, maybe there's a little oversight on your part.
Do you think I should check the mail one more day?
Okay, go home and check the mail one more time. Because, you live down there in unincorporated, whatever that.
I live in Miami.
You live like in a cow pasture. Come on, you live in a tropical jungle down there.
Miami.
You ever saw where he lives, man, in a rainforest.
Just the way I like
with
it.
These strange creatures on 3 legs and really bizarre stuff going on. But anyway, we want to thank everybody for, really supporting us at Zeta during those closing traumatic weeks. And for helping us to leave there, we can look at all these numbers and say, hey, we did our thing, and if it wasn't the right people, stick them where the moon don't shine. Basically a nice, friendly thing like that. Well, listen, have a wonderful day. We'll be back again tomorrow from 10 to 2, and run around with sandwich boards and up and down Lincoln Road Mall and tell all your friends, because we need that word to get out, you know what I'm saying? Especially up in Palm Beach. Call up Lee and talk about us on the air.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for Steve. He's next here on 610 WIOD.